almost sang that way in black and white. Target saying that it is truly sorry about the pre-Christmas security breach that has about 70 million people checking their bank accounts more often than they would probably like. But advertising maestro Jerry Della Femina says that Target's wasting money and time here because this kind of thing doesn't work. You know, by and large, I would agree with you, Jerry, that the offer that the company will pick up free credit score monitoring for all of those who feel they were affected for a year. It's something, right? Well,
it's not. There's one line where they say no one who has been compromised will pay. You know, that should have been the entire ad. You know, it's
no. That's interesting. Quit the verbosity and
forget about we're sorry. We know you're sorry, for crying out loud. Why wouldn't you be sorry? You just compromised 110 million people. But the fact is that lawyers say run an ad. Tell them you're sorry, and it makes the lawyers happy.
It does.
Yeah.
But now we've had other cases of this sort of thing. I was thinking coming to you, because we always have to do our homework when you come here, because you always catch us if we don't. But we had full-page mea culpas before, and I was thinking the Gulf oil spill. We had GM and the American people, a commitment to that when it had disappointing quality issues. So we keep going through this, and we'll kind of rifle through some of these as we're chatting. Do they get the desired results? Do they get people at home to say, well, let me give them another chance?
They feel better. It doesn't solve the problem. It's a salve. It's not a solve. It's a salve. And they feel, all right, I said I'm sorry. We said we're going to be better. And they sleep at night, which is what they were looking for, a good night's sleep. The fact is that it doesn't really help that much. Just time. Time will erase it. You know, when you mentioned Gulf Oil, were they in trouble before? You see, it takes time. And it's not this instant.
Well, BP has yet to overcome the public relations nightmare of the oil spill there. That's 6 years.
A lot of dead birds. That was pretty sad. The fact is that if you wait long enough, I mean, JetBlue is saying, you know, we'll do anything. You know, want to fly free. We'll do, you know, all I say is take out 2 rows of seats so I could stretch my legs. What a promise that would be.
That would be a step in the right direction. In other words, you have to offer something in a letter that's more than just an apology or more than just free credit reports for those who are leery for the next year.
Yes.
What would it be? Everyone gets $100 worth of goods, or what?
Yes, you know.
Really? I just made that up.
But if it takes that, do something that says, not only are we sorry, we're going to put some money behind it. We're going to make it easier for you.
Just leave us your credit card number. And
leave us your credit. No, don't worry. We already have your credit card.
Yeah.
Everyone has your credit card.
You don't have to trouble yourself. Jerry, thank you, my friend. Happy New Year, Jerry Della Femina. Can you imagine how that letter would read if he wrote it? Well, you know, it's not just Target. Now hackers are going right to the retail tippy top. Neiman Marcus is now reporting security breaches. Does this kind of stuff give shoppers pause? Well, Heath Prabhakara thinks so. Heath, your worry is that consumers will just say, all right, short of carrying a bag of cash with me to the mall, I'm just not going to spend, right?
That's exactly it. And I think one thing that Target really missed the mark on was the fact that they lost trust in all of their customers. These people really put their trust into Target. They, shop there, and really at a very crucial time, Target really worked hard to make sure that they maintained market share throughout the holiday season, throughout Black Friday, and into the holiday. And with this mea culpa, those customers are now going over to Walmart and Kohl's, which were their biggest competitors.
Yeah, but, it's not as if this hasn't happened to other retailers. We mentioned Neiman Marcus, and that was only courtesy a belated response from a reporter's inquiry. It has happened a lot to stores, TJ Maxx and on, over the years, that they're not immune to this. Dare I say, none of them are. So what is a shopper to do? What are retailers worried that they do?
The real issue, Neil, is the fact that these retailers have spent a lot of their capital expenditure on making sure that online sales were up, as opposed to making sure security is up. I've been saying this a lot, and these systems are extremely antiquated. I looked at a PayPal report, for example. They said that mobile payment systems were up 121% on Black Friday. And if you are having that kind of transactions happening online and in your stores, you need to make sure that your security is up to snuff. And really, those retailers aren't doing that. And if Target CEO really wanted to make an impact, he would make an announcement saying, this is how much money we are going to spend to make sure that this never happens again. And in fact, retailers should go on the record and say, this is how much money we are going to spend to make sure that your data is protected.
That makes way too much sense, Sita. Thank you, as always.
Thanks, Neil.